Hey guys, it's Adam with the Boys and Girls Club. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the 13 colonies. Alright, so real quick, a colony is a place that is settled by a group of people outside their home country and belongs to or is ruled by that home country. So when the settlers came over to America, right, they came from Britain, and Britain, so they ruled the 13 colonies before the Declaration of Independence. And by the mid 1700s, England had set up 13 of them, right? All 13 of them by the mid 1700s, which is pretty cool. All right. So the 13 colonies were split up into three different groups. So like the Northeast, or New England as they called it, and then there's the middle ones, and then there's the southern ones. Now, the New England or the Northeast ones consisted of these states: Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. And the middle ones consisted of New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. And the southern ones consisted of Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. Now, the New England ones, people came, like all of them really, for freedom to get religious freedom, which is pretty cool, because back then that was a really hard thing to get. People were always judged for what religion they were, and sometimes even killed, which was really, really bad. Boston in Massachusetts, right, actually became a port, so like where they would do all their trading. So they would have like big ships, like these big boats that would go out to other countries, right, and trade like fur, crops, which is like food or like supplies. I'll get to that in a minute. And they would trade it with like Asia, or they'd go back over to Britain, or they'd go over to Africa and trade all these supplies, right, to get new materials. And they'd also make money doing that. And with those ships, they'd also go fishing for whales and like normal fish, so they can make money and get food, because they weren't able to grow a lot up in the Northeast colonies. Now the middle ones, that's a different story. These guys had all the factories, right, that made like all these fabrics or iron and paper. So in the South, they made cotton, right, and that would be transported up to the middle colonies, where they would make things like your shirts, bed sheets, things like that. Even your pants be transported up to the middle colonies, where they would make things like your shirts, bed sheets, things like that. Even your pants, like really pretty much everything that you could think of that would be made with cloth. Blankets too. Now the southern colonies, these ones were like the major farmland, right? So they would make tobacco, rice, and cotton, and those were considered crops, because that's just the word for it, I guess. And they would bring that up to Boston, right? They transport it up to Boston, and then they would ship it out and go and trade. So that's it.